tried to fool a sharpie like you? Have a look. Stay away from...
You, turn around and toddle your way. Everything in this barn has been donated for the refugees, not you. Now piss off. You sure? This lot have been through enough without your ignorance. Now are you going to clear off or not? Not unless you want to make a donation. In case little weasels like you come sniffing around. Guess you're not all bad. Give it here and I'll make sure it's kept safely with the other donations. Well, if you must. Who's that rummaging around in there? Show yourself! You have 2 seconds to explain yourself before you're under arrest. What? Those are children's toys. Which means if a child had picked one up... I don't want to think about it. How do I know you're not the one who planted those explosives? All right, I guess it can't hurt. I'll check up on the rest of the goods. You try and find whoever is responsible for this. I thought this was time it was going to be dull. No such luck. Boys, trap.
Christine didn't clean the cookware, Mother Mona. Again. Karen, you know the room. We cook, your wife cleans.
Double the patrols. We're dealing with a maniac.
Grunch isn't looking so good, Nina. We need to get into the city.
I'm sure you will. You're all right. My gods, you're all right.
Come here, darling.
I was so scared I'd lost you.
Me too. But we're here now. Safe. Credit where it's due. Bex, this is the one who helped me and the others escape.
This isn't the first time you've helped us. Saved our lives, really. Why? You make it sound so easy. But I know the lengths you've gone to on our behalf. We'll never forget it. Never, ever. Here. Take these for the road. It's the least I can do.
Go anyway. Christine didn't clean the cookware.
What a sad situation. The once proud tieflings of Elturel, reduced to beggars.
I'm really worried about Umi.
We should have an exile's...
They got me signed up to learn to make pots, which is dumb. I'd rather learn how to kill cultists. And I bet you'd back me up on that.
You're not saucy. I put my money on Christine.
No.
Actually got here safely. Towing along my wife's sister and mother. Or maybe they towed me along, eh?
God, camping with the mother-in-law has been utter hell. Maybe I should just go on ahead into the city without her. Scouting, like.
Now, mind your tongue.
Can't stand her, can't stand her, can't stand her! My sister-in-law. All law and no sister. Grr.
I'm not leaving you here.
Christine
So
didn't
many
clean
more
the
could have
cookware,
survived
Mother
if
Mona.
My son Garen is pleased we got this far together. But his wife's bitching is making me old before my time. Why can't he tell her to put a sock in it? How did the wine sack get empty, Garen?
Grunch isn't looking so good, Neil. Don't know how we're going to get Grunch into the city. Wounded as he is. But we have to.
We've got to get Grunch into the city, but he's in no shape to travel. I wonder, what if we hit him in a big barrel and nailed it shut? Nah.
Ah! Whatever you need, I can't help you. Even talking is painful right now.
After a quick examination, you conclude that your patient is pretending to be wounded. You wonder why.
Really? This isn't necessary. I'm sure there are other people that need your help more urgently. Shh, not so loud. If those lads find out I'm faking, they might go off on their own. They're not ready for that. And frankly, I'd miss them. I don't really have any other friends. And I like those lads. So I think I'll stick around the Royal Mall.
Somebody drunk at Ma.
We need to get into the city. Can't leave lunch behind though. Just can't.
Heads will roll for this. This transgression. This injustice. Oh, you poor, naive soul. Let me tell you a story. A perfectly respectable businessman wants to bring his, well, business into this fine city. And what do? They talk some absolute horse bollocks about papers and correct filing procedures and threw me in this slum. I should be loins deep in Sharess's caress by now, not waddling about in filth.
What are we gonna do in the city?
I guess we could call our lives a lot.
I'm not leaving you here. Not for any reason. Touch and go. Some close calls. The cult has claimed every road between Baldur's Gate and
Here we are, Griselda.
Oh, God! Are they gonna see it? What happens if they don't see it? Yes! Oh, goodness, yes! I am a good dog! Fantastic stuff! Oh, yes, you're lovely. You can come back.
Have you found some place we can watch? I apologise for my husband and his obsession with that bloody dog.
What was that, my dear?
Nothing, darling.
No, I'm afraid I must insist you do not pet the hound.
My love, you can't keep being so rude to strangers. It's just a dog.
All the grabbing and touching startles poor Biscotti. I will not apologise for caring about my boy. Oh, trust me. Your eyes say it all. Everyone wants to pet him.
Some of us don't. Whatever the dog thinks, being here is much better than being out there. Right, my dear?
Well, the children can be a touch grabby, but... yes. You're quite right, my darling. War is no place for a precious little baby like Biscotti after all.
Glad to see you. Glad to see anybody, really. It was a lonely road getting here through those abandoned farmlands, and I'm a sociable sort.
Find us bloody keepers, I say.
Bloody savages, a lot of them.
We're as desperate as the rest of these savages.
If you're here to fill an empty stomach, look elsewhere. Folks swarmed what little was had, stuffing their pockets. Bloody animals.
We got here first, friend. You're welcome to whatever scraps we leave behind.
Something over there.
Starving folk tend not to.
And just lying and taking their fair shares.
Nothing left will do.
And if we fight, who will stand between them and the innocent?
Rechtei Hathran Rust.
Welcome, friend. You've joined us as we honor our fallen dead. A somber time, and you have brought a somber guest. I did not think you would willingly return, Spawn.
Well, indeed. I was rather hoping I'd never see you people again. Honestly.
Frey Valdiskdorovna. Frey Valdiskablast.
I feel we're intruding. We should leave quickly.
Calm yourself. You will not be harmed. Our leader has called off the hunt. She wishes to speak to you.
Im oraknete. Krasinetra. So, the impossible spawn walks among us in the blazing sun. We have been looking for you. The last time your friend came to our camp, he stole our children, our future.
When I was hunting you, I was to bring you back here, interrogate you, discover how to save our children, and then destroy you.
But things have changed. You have changed. Is it true you left your master? That you broke the spell that binds you to him?
Well, I mean, kind of. It's a long story, honestly.
Free. Not while his master still lives. But he has, perhaps, earned a second chance. We have tried to save our children once already, attacking Khazad-dûr's palace at first light. Even then, it was too well defended. But if his own spawn approached, someone he thought he could control, he would throw his doors open and welcome you in. And once inside, you could do what we could not. You could save the children you damned.
You don't know Khazad-dûr like I do. He's merciless. You want me to march into the lion's den and save your children? But I promise you, they're already dead. I spent 200 years bringing him victims. Each and every one was whisked away to be fed on that night.
But you never saw him feed yourself. He could keep prisoners for days before killing them.
I know our plight is grim, but if there is even a chance to save them, we must take it.
If our children are truly gone, then we ask for blood. I know you can understand that, Spawn.
I suppose. Yes. Yes. Revenge, I can do.
Thank you. From me and all my people. If you can do this, we will be in your debt. You have lived a life of violence and sin. You have stolen lives, broken families, and caused immeasurable grief. Doing this will not right those wrongs.
If you're trying to encourage me, you're failing abysmally.
But it will be a start. You may still be redeemed. Please go. Time is short, but we will see you again when it is done. Declared our judgment, and it almost doomed us. They spread like locusts.
So we should do nothing.
Precious little Baal babe.
Promised you'd get us inside the city. Said you'd do whatever it takes. I know.
That might be worth a look.
Assume nothing.
Intestines throb. Blood whispers.
Something over there.
Good idea, I think.
Someone there?
Let's move.
Why don't we talk about something else? Did you try that vibrate recipe I gave you?
Really? They take the course on our doorstep, and you don't want to talk about bread.
Yes, well, this time we weren't feeling
Ah, a new face. Something to send? Dope. Welcome to Sword Coast Couriers. To send and to serve. Delivery not guaranteed. Well, we've had to change the policy. Hard to send letters by road when there's a rampaging army of fanatics bearing down on you. I'll tell you, it's left me in a right pickle. I've sent what I can by pigeon, but now something's attacking them and all. Become a postmaster, Danzo. It'll be easy. Nobody mentions having to spend your evenings hunting for pigeon carcasses, do they?
You sense there's more to his anxiety than a few missing letters.
Oh, well, one of the missing letters is my own correspondence. A personal matter, nothing serious. But you can understand if people think I can't even deliver my own letters, I'd be finished. Not the foggiest. Normally they fly true as an elven arrow. Something nearby is snatching them, I can tell you that much. You do that? Well, if it's not too much bother, yes, I'd appreciate the help. Bring me the letter, Unopened, of course, and I'll happily compensate you for your troubles.
Pigeons are very sensitive. They can't fly straight if they're disturbed.
With a flick of the wrist.
You're such a scaredy cat.
When will I get to train the dogs again, Miss Mahia?
When you prove yourself not to be an incompetent idiot.
Ah, I see.
Woof! Ah, you speak, which means you're not a dog. So, what the hell are you doing in my kennels? It's the only way to teach him. He behaves worse than the dogs, and makes more of a mess. Found him, did you? I can't say I'm surprised. Gomwick never kept him on a tight leash. Bring him here, and I'll give him a once-over for you. Check him for worms and so on.
Oh, yes, please, I'd love to see him.
He's a good dog. We'd both love to see him again.
Scratch! Oh, it's good to see you, boy!
Shut up, Dringo, and get back to work. And you've been slacking as well, Scratch, my boy. This dog is property of Sword Coast Couriers. I'll take him off your hands now. I can do whatever I please. He's my dog. Now get out. This is a private yard. You'll do no such thing.
It's not just Scratch. She's always hurting the dogs.
Shut your mouth, Dringo. Last warning. Fine. You think you can do a better job without me? Be my guest. They're a useless bunch of mongrels. You're welcome to them.
You got rid of her? I'll do a better job looking after these dogs than she ever did. I promise.
Thank you for making Mistress go away. She was horrid.
Mistress is gone. Mistress is gone! I mean, such terrible news. She will be missed.
If we get caught sneaking in, a few days in a jail cell, at least we'd have a bed.
Exitura!
Oh, you're such a scaredy cat.
There's no point arguing with the guards.
Did you try that? Get away with this. Really? The cult want our content, and you want to get away with whatever you like. Do whatever it takes.
There's more than one way to skin a treasure. We'll find a way.
Gildrot? That's him. He's usually the first one in, but he's not shown up today. It's not the same without the sound of his bellows in the back. And his stories. He tells the best stories. Do you know him? Oh, that's a shame. You'd like him. He's a living legend. Do you know he's won Best Smith in Rivington 7 years in a row? It's Gildro Angelion, for God's sakes. If you knew how good he was, trust me, you'd feel exactly the same way. Of course. Gildro's finest. Come back soon. And if you see Gildro, tell him everything's under control.
Can't afford to stay idle.
Trust no one.
No one stopped me yet.
There's no point.
The guild. We'll be on our own.
Straight to the source.
I said you'd do whatever it takes.
Sorry for a flock of... That was before I saw the giant metal monsters guarding the checkpoint.
What's the worst that can happen if we get caught sneaking in? A few days in a jail cell, ready by the door. At least you should do the same.
This whole situation, instead of complaining to the dirt.
There's blood here, not yet dried. And no sign of the smith.
Zog said to leave, so we're leaving. End of story.
Maybe it's such a scaredy cat.
Army about.
I'm not scared of the authorities. But it would be stupid to pick a fight with the fists, right?
Ever wanted to meet the most cowardly dragonborn in the realms? I fell for the blockhead.
There's no point arguing with the guards.
I don't care how big they are. I'll give them a piece of my mind.
This front page material. Aren't you... I knew there was a story here, and there you are, the hero of the hour, walking right up to me. The name's Lens, reporter with the Boulder's Mouth Gazette. Care to do a quick interview?
I'm here looking for my next angle, but it's all the same. Oppression, famine, death. I need something new. Someone like you. It won't take more than 2 moments of your time. If you play your cards right, this could make the cover. I just need some extra details. So, you've arrived at Baldur's Gate. What's brought you here at a time like this? Everybody needs a rest from time to time, even seasoned adventurers like yourself. I imagine you've a need to let off some steam after your recent adventures in the shadow-cursed lands. My sources tell me you recently vanquished the fearsome General Ketheric Thorm. How did you manage that? I'm a journalist. It's my job to know everything. Unfortunately, the version I heard was light on the details. So what did you do to Ketheric? So you were forced to kill him? What a tragic story. Unfortunately, absolutists rarely seem interested in compromise. The cult's threat is far from extinguished. What's your plan of attack? Perhaps it could inspire some like-minded citizens to help your cause. You must have some strategy in mind. Don't worry. I already have everything I need.
I see how you slither closer, belly dragging in the filth. Father is laughing at you. You think you can hide your purpose? You are a brutish butcher. Your blunted skull has no vision for deceit. Oh, do not worry, Slaughterkin. My blades are still sharp and sweet. They will greet you soon enough.
She's toying with me. What does she want?
Teresa's caress also has
In a brothel.
Listen, it's got
I found so many victims for Cazador here. They're the kind of people no one would ever miss.
Word to the wise. Give that ill-mated temple a wide berth. Rude buggers. Certainly not bringing my trade there again. Let me show you. Pleasure doing business.
Bloomin' hell, you look famished. I've got some victuals that'll warm you right up. Have a skeg at these. That should do you.
Come to Baldur's Gate, he said. Adventurers get welcomed as heroes, he said. Poxy Drim and his bleeding notions.
I will not.
chance to start over, and I will gladly do so. We should go. I do not want to face the Master if we're late for his Black Mass.
Soon, sister. I only need one more mark.
We have enough for the Master. No more are needed.
It's not for the Master, it's for me. I spent 100 years eating rats and dogs, but soon I'll be able to feast. I want someone there, ready for me. And once the Mass is done and our Lord grants us freedom, I can celebrate by drinking them dry.
Cazador promised you your freedom, and you believed him? Ha! You were never burdened with intelligence, Petras. But your load seems especially light these days.
Astarion! It cannot be.
Oh, that's no way to welcome back a brother, doll. Didn't you miss me?
Why would you come back? You got out. You were free.
Isn't it obvious, sister? He wants to ascend with the rest of us. He heard about the ritual and the power our master will grant us, so he came back with his tail between his legs, hoping all would be forgiven.
You always were an idiot, Petras. Where is he hiding? Tell me!
Brother! Please!
Fine. You owe your wretched life to my friend. Now tell me what I need to know.
The Master is preparing the Black Mass. Beneath his palace, there's a defiled chapel. It was hidden there the entire time. Hidden from us all. Do you really think you can stop him?
I'm the only one who can. The sun can't harm me. Cazador can't compel me. I don't need to fear him anymore. Now go, before I change my mind about roasting you, brother.
This isn't over, Astarion.
Poor fools. They actually think Cazador will save them. You sound surprised. I am capable of doing the right thing from time to time. They're no threat to us. And they have no choice but to do Cazador's bidding. I pity them. Still, though, a living vampire. Who wouldn't be interested? It's the ultimate freedom. Freedom from the hunger. Freedom to live a real life in the sun. No tapple required. And if I were to ascend instead of him, freedom from Cazador, once and for all. It comes with a cost, yes. All great things do. And just think, I could rid myself of the Mind Flayer's parasite without losing anything. In fact, I'd be more powerful than ever. More powerful than any vampire has ever been. I knew I was right about you. You're a true friend. And now we know he's skulking beneath his palace. We can take the hunt to Cazador. All right, let's go. This place stinks of rat blood and despair. Keep your distance, darling. Let's crack it open.
Your lockpicking is attracting attention.
Let's keep to the shadows. Quietly.
Best keep your hands to yourself.
A little small talk.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Birthday boy's just
You're
nervous,
not
but don't worry.
staying.
Everyone in Ceres's caress is a blessing. Don't take it off later. High House of
I
One.
want to give it a good rumple.
Damn, Hoots! That new batch burns stronger than a pit fiend's fist.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Take it however you want. But I'll be having my usual from now on. Oh. It's Raphael's favorite misadventurer. You've put me out of pocket, you know. Raphael bet me 5 soul coins you'd reach the city in one piece. He rented a room upstairs in the hope that you'd drop by. Yes, you do. And what better place to do business than in the home of the oldest trade? Take your time. Have a drink. Sample the goods. Go see him when you're feeling refreshed.
I didn't think I'd live to see the day when Lae'zel turned her back on Vlaakith. But all things considered, good for her. Then that's where we need to go. My parents are in there somewhere. Almost pleasant traveling with company, if you ignore all the less pleasant aspects. If you're sure. Fine. I'll be...
Damn! It can't have been easy for Lae'zel to stand up to Vlaakith like that. But there's nothing that woman can't do. Aces. What's the story?
Never a dull moment.
New guy in trouble.
Oh, yeah, well, I tell you now. Yeah, you got that right. Guild. That's what I heard.
What a day. Your tongue, spoon. Cow.
No, sorry. Be real careful.
Better be.
Don't be shy.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
Nosy child. She wants to be rid of that brute.
No, isn't right. On his leash.
Some game. Playing.
One she can win.
New guy in trouble.
Oh, yeah, well, I tell you now. Yeah, you got that right. The guild. Yeah. That's what I heard.
Your tongue, spoon. Cow.
Oh, sorry. Be real careful.
Better be. Nosy child. I don't know where she wants to be rid of that brute.
No, isn't right. Yes, on his leash.
Some game. Playing.
Yeah, one she can win.
New guy in trouble.
Oh, yeah, well, I tell you now. Yeah, you got that right. The guild. Yeah. That's what I heard.
Your tongue, spoon. Cut out.
Oh, sorry. I've been not careful.
Better be.
My. I can tell you are a special one from a single glance. You have but to ask, and we can grant you a moment of pleasure. Don't be shy.
I used to work as a courtesan back home, and my sister as an artisanal masseuse. But men are treated like dogs by the Underdark's matriarchs, so we fled.
We found surfacers crave the body of a drow like a drug. Life is easy in our line of work.
It was not my work itself that has ever been a challenge to me, merely the circumstances. I worked in this business in the Underdark, but it grew to festering monotony. The entirety of drow culture is obsessed with bondage beyond reason. While such activities have their charms, I yearned to reach greater depths. And there is no society on this planet more laterally, imaginatively, and confusingly depraved as that of Baldur's Gate. Although of late, I do feel like I've seen everything. Perhaps you'll show me something new. I'd have to restrain myself far more than any play bindings do if I worked in another field. This is a place where I can be myself boundlessly. There are so many who come to me speaking of a fixation that no one else has ever been able to share with them, and never will again. A once-in-a-lifetime moment of passion. Every day. What could be better? Don't you want to try it? Trust me, you don't want to miss my signature Mesobaranzan love trick.
And is that your partner with you? What a gorgeous couple. Perhaps we could come to an agreement. Well, there are two of us, aren't there? Use your imagination.
We are twins.
Our bodies will haunt your dreams.
Nine hells! You followed me all the way here? What could you possibly want with me now?
Isn't it right? On his leash. Game. Playing. One chicken win.
Another case closed, another bottle open. Huzzah to Valeria! Hang on a tick. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. I'll bet she's put you up to something. Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night? Ugh, I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found? That's quite the discovery. Doesn't tell me everything, though. Why was Lorgan killed? No. I want proof. If someone else killed Lorgan, I want you to tell me why they did it. Come back when you've got some real evidence.
Chicken win.
Set your worries at ease. You're in safe hands.
Well, we're shopping for a suit. Dinner with my parents, remember?
15 mountains.
Nearly there now. See the city. Up on the hill.
It's up there and we're down here.
That's why we need to walk just a little more. One foot in front of the other.
Seeing that for days. My feet hurt.
I know, little one, but you'll be in a big, cozy bed soon.
You have everything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
We never allowed sweet things right before bed.
This one time we'll make an exception. As long as you stop sulking and start walking right now. Nearly there now. Can see the city. Up on the hill.
I see it. It's up there and we're down here.
That's why we need to walk just a little more. One foot in front of the other.
Seeing that for days. My feet hurt.
I know, little one, but you'll be in a big, cozy bed soon.
You have everything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
We never allowed sweet things right before bed.
This one time we'll make an exception. As long as you stop sulking and start walking right now. Nearly there now. You can see the city. Up on the hill.
I see it. It's up there and we're down here.
That's why we need to walk just a little more. One foot in front of the other.
You've been saying that for days. My feet hurt.
I know, little one, but you'll be in a big, cozy bed soon enough.
And you'll have anything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
I'm never allowed sweet things right before bed.
One time we'll make an exception. As long as you stop sulking and start walking right now. Nearly there now. You can see the city. Up on the hill.
I see it. It's up there and we're down here.
That's why we need to walk just a little more. One foot in front of the other.
Saying that for days. My feet hurt.
I know, little one, but you'll be in a big, cozy bed soon enough.
You'll have anything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
I'm never allowed sweet things right before bed.
This one time we'll make an exception. As long as you stop sulking and start walking right now. Nearly there now. You can see the city. Up on the hill.
Back off and return to your homes. That's an order.
Why don't you protect us instead of these scruffy outlanders?
Nice to be in a crowd of normal people for once.
Really? I prefer my company.
Attention, fists.
Extraordinary.
Listen up.
Oh,
One more
thanks.
dereliction of duty.
Don't thank me.
and you're all
Thank
going on
Gortash.
punishment eater.
Excuse you? I didn't need that prick to make me who I am.
Oh, you're right, of course. Forgive me.
This
All
isn't
good,
a
Fangs.
glorious post, Fists, but it isn't a hard one either. If you can't even guard a blasted shed, it's no wonder we're being replaced by steel watchers.
Even if we only have tankers of river water to raise, we'll drink to their memory. I've heard Alfira made her way into the city.
Bards can talk their way out of trouble as well as into it.
She sent a message. She's at the Elf Song Tavern. Literally making herself comfortable. Pretty sure they're in lasers to shore up the walls for you.
You're right. I thought that.
I got you!
Gosh, Jesus! Any one of them could be a spy for the Absolute.
Aldarians! Stand with me against this tide that threatens to overwhelm us.
Please just go home. You're ruining a perfectly uneventful posting with this nonsense.
The Flaming Fists are supposed to protect this good city, but they allow trash and vermin to take our homes and goods. Oh, another visitor, I see. Listen, we keep letting the likes of you in, soon there'll be no room left for any of us true Baldarians. Excuse me? I was born inside the city walls, a Baldarian through and through. Wherever you're from, clearly they don't teach manners.
I'm not paid, civilians.
No, we pay
Watch your
taxes
back.
for you to protect us, not these intruders.
I'm paid to take down troublemakers, so don't make trouble.
They're beggars and criminals, and we won't have them.
File a report, and I'm sure the Manet will deal with it.
You're coddling these vagabonds, and don't give a rat's ass about honest citizens. Refugees can't stay here in Rivington. They're a danger to all of us.
We've got diseases, and any one of them could be a spy for the Absolute.
Back off and return to your homes. That's an order.
Why don't you protect us instead of these scruffy outlanders?
I'm not paid to debate with civilians.
No, we pay taxes for you to protect us, not these intruders.
I'm paid to take down troublemakers, so don't make trouble.
They're beggars and criminals, and we won't have them.
File a report, and I'm sure the Manet will deal with it.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
You'll be in a big, cozy bed soon enough.
You have anything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
The possibilities are
We
endless.
never allowed sweet things right before we had an
What do you get out of this? Incident involving a child's finger.
What's the plan?
They attacked a child.
Refugees traveling along.
This city of stone and steel is an endless scream in nature's womb. I have felt no peace here. Your eyes, Stira. There is pain, endless and deep, but also devotion, blazing like the sun. You're in love, are you not? You are wise to admit it. When it comes to love, vulnerability is armor, truth a sword, and trust a shield. I pray you wield all three, Stira. Bring the one you love to me. I will look into your hearts and see if your love is eternal or doomed eternally.
Yes, but be warned. I play to win.
Close your eyes, little ones. Be still as stone to earth. And remember to breathe. Glorious. Your bond is sweeter than nature's dew. I see you, know you. But do you know one another? Lae'zel, passion of the heart and blade wage war in her soul. Listen, think. What does she most desire?
You hear my words. You see my path. It is good to be known. Your bond beats in pleasure. It is an honor to behold. Many things delight the heart, but only one makes it sing. Tell me, what is the Githyanki's fondest memory? A fateful night. I'm not apt to forget it, or who spent it with me. Our touch has been that of sunlight, but now we must ask the deep, the difficult. Life is brief, finite. When the warrior dies, what legacy will she leave behind?
I will carry the truth to my people, whatever it might mean. Only time will tell how I'm remembered.
I should know not to underestimate you. You see me with clear eyes and an open mind. I press my finger to your bond and find a shield, impenetrable. It is beautiful. Your love is one few have. Cherish it. Go in peace, seedlings, and know that you made one whose heart was long quiet, beat with love anew.
Lucille! It's pose, grapevine, then pivot step. Jacob, you have the grace of my great-grandmother's missing leg. And Boris. Boris! Put some sensuality into those lovely hip bones. I know you have it in you. Step it up. Interrupting a massacre? Merkel, help me! These three make the art of dance look like a ritual sacrifice. Call me Lucretius, ringmaster, necromancer, bringer of the night. Oh, and wine lover extraordinaire. Normally I'd invite you into my tent for a lovely vintage. But these graceless skellies need my full attention. Enjoy my circus, darling. You call that a pose? Again! Again!
No, we can't go. I want to see Dribbles.
The hunger. My stomach screams. Press your flesh through bars. And blood breaks.
I think he looks fine.
It
Buddy the dog is my very best friend. Do you know why? Why? Because with him, anything is possible. Way!
Ooh, no. Sorry, Dribbles.
Did you hear about the Scarecrow who lost a fight? Oh! You hear that, buddy? We've got ourselves a Debbie Downer. Boo! Thank you to the Loudmouth for volunteering for my next trick. Now, where, oh, where are you?
A bloodthirsty rush of fury engulfs you. You want to butcher the crowd, women and children alike, and soak in their innards. It is glorious.
You, my special assistant. Come on up. Buddy's been practicing day and night for this next trick. What kind of friend would I be if I spoiled his grand finale? A round of applause for the stalwart heart! Now, I always tell children that they're special, that each and every one of them is unique. Tell me, what makes you special? Boring! Boring! Anyone can do that. You, my friend, are the most special person in the circus, in all of Baldur's Gate. Does anyone know why?
Why?
You're special, my friend, because I have a message just for you. Praise the Absolute. Eager to bleed. Where's the Absolute? Here comes the punchline.
I always knew I'd die at a circus.
Poor fucker.
On the way.
Fury. I am death. Taste my fury.
There's blood in the air. Let's move.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Another. Good. My time comes. I will show you. All of you. Look. See? The crowd. They laugh. They shine with innocence. But it is a lie. Every one of you is vicious. Cruel. You kill my mate. Steal my cubs. I roar. Break my cage. And then you die. You all die! The bars look sturdy.
No, we can't go. I want to see Dribbles.
Don't touch me. With pleasure.
Let's move.
Why? Because with him... Did you hear about the Scarecrow who... Oh! Thank you!
A bloodthirst.
You, my special assistant. Around now! Tell me, what makes you special? Boring! Boring! You, my friend.
Why?
You're special. Praise the...
You sense something behind you. Instinct takes over.
So eager to bleed? Very well. Praise the Absolute. Here comes the punchline. Is this part of the show?
Spill some blood.
Another fight. Let's go.
Bye forever, pal. Want another?
I always knew I'd die at a circus.
Another shifter. And here I thought that I'd slayed a clown.
Dribbles. Why do you have to go missing now of all time? Oh dear. Screaming children, an oozing corpse, and it's not even my birthday. I thought the Absolute wouldn't dare set foot in my circus. To use such a woeful Dribbles impersonator, why, it's downright rude. As much as I love a good murder, my customers don't. The real Dribbles charms animals and makes puns. Awful puns. Not this. Alas, I cannot afford to lose any more staff. Funerals are so very expensive. I need to move the circus. But I cannot leave just yet. Not without Dribbles. He was a star. Customers of every color and creed simply adored him. I need him back, and I'll shower the person who finds him in love, adoration, and adequate compensation. What do you say? Even better! Corpses are wonderful employees. They aren't picky about things like working from home or eating. Huh. I can respect that. And you're in luck, because I am old, darling. Ancient. I have seen stars explode and civilizations fall. Along the way, I happened across items of such power that would make you weep with awe. Find my Dribbles. You won't be disappointed. That's the spirit, darling. And remember, I look after those who make me happy. Hmm? Good luck, and thanks ever so much.
You freed me from hunger's lust. Forgive me. I was close to killing you, killing everyone. I am ashamed. You can, but I will not cross the threshold. The circus is my family. They rescued me when I was but a youngling. They did not starve me. The other did. He wore the face of Dribbles, or the scent of a stranger. He taunted me, waving bloodied rags under my nose. My mind was worn from the hunger. Thank you for calming me before I hurt my family.
No traps, please. At least things have stayed interesting.
us the journey.
The one who took a beating.
Such a baby. The circus is right there. It's the rush, so can't we stay here for a bit?
I'm not allowed.
Let's get going.
The Absolute Army.
You do everything.
Get away with whatever they like.
What's the harm in one night? No. We'll go straight to the source. The children and they have nothing but scraps for days.
Safe, my love. I'm here. I won't let anything happen. I don't mind it. Honestly.
I've got a pest problem. And you look like the solution.
Bloody gnomes. We need to find where they burrowed themselves up. You an adventurer? Looking to pad your purse? Find their foxhole. Bring me their chief's head. The fist will reward you well. Good. Sniff 'em out. Gut 'em clean. Keep Baldur's Gate safe. Bring the head back here when it's done. I'll be around.
Better off sleeping in the gutter than that telephone.
The boss is expecting you. Hasn't forgotten what you did for him at Moonrise.
Watcher lost track of us right away. We'd have been stomped to pace without the grenade.
Ah, my favorite traveling companion. Darling, I'm hurt. Well...
Good to see you. Wasn't sure you'd make it to the city. Regretting it yet? I spent a lot of time thinking of worst-case scenarios while I was locked in that cell you plucked me out of at Moonrise. I didn't imagine anything as bad as this. The Gondians have handed Enver Gortash the means to bring about the end of liberty in Baldur's Gate. And the citizens have rolled out the red carpet for the new tyrant. Resistance fighters are few and far between. My iron hands, what's left of the Harpers, and you, I hope. Good. We don't have a chance unless we stick together.
Waylaid us at the gates is all.
Good to see. I spent a lot of I didn't. And the resistance fighters are few and good. The Steve, they act all civil. When he becomes Grand Duke, it will only get worse. Laws and the fucking Gondians are to blame for all of it. Perhaps. All the more reason to get rid of them. They invented the Steel Watchers, and they're building an army of them. They've always been happy to provide their technology to despots in exchange for a stipend and the freedom to work in peace. They would have licked Saravok's boots, given the chance. And now they'll kiss Gortash's ring while this city screams. I had a plan to put a stop to them. But the way things are now, if we stick our heads above ground, the Watchers are on us like flies on shit. I'm sure you can. You just need a little assistance, and I can provide it. The Gondians are ingenious, but we're more than equal to them. There's nothing they can build that the Iron Hands can't tear down. I've built something unique for just that purpose. A room powder bomb. First of its kind. 50 wizards high on the weave couldn't summon this kind of firepower. Get the bomb inside the Gondian facility, and boom. Problem solved.
Wulbren, please. This is too far. Everyone in the Foundry would be killed.
Quiet, Barcus. The adults are talking. I knew you were the practical sort. That's why we get along. The foundry is in the lower city, down by the docks. Beautiful building, belching smoke into the sky day and night. Getting inside won't be easy, but when you do, place the bomb at the heart of the facility. Get yourself back to street level. The streets will be clear of Watchers in no time.
A rune powder bomb? Huh. What the devil has he become? The Wulbren I know. The one who skipped rocks with me in the Underdark. He's still in there. I know it. But his hate for the Gondians has blinded him. He believes they work for the Absolute willingly. But it's not true. I'm sure of it. Something is wrong. Very wrong. Please, speak to them before you do anything. They deserve a chance to plead their case before being blown to pieces, don't you think? That's all I ask. Questions first, violence later. And only if absolutely necessary.
What now?
No time to rest.
Gondians respond.
You think I want my clan facing down one of those walking death machines with cutlery? Then leave me to my work. Only if you're quick. Now let me get back to...
Locked, but there's no keyhole. Must be a switch or something nearby.
Safe, my love. I'm here. I won't let anything happen to you.
Look at you. You're exhausted. You've been pulling all-nighters to keep watch. I know you have.
I don't mind it. Honestly.
Well, I do. Which means we're getting a real room.
Hear me out. Jares's Caress also has rooms.
We are not staying in a brothel.
Listen, it's got private rooms, music, and all-round pleasant folks, from what I've heard.
And if a patron confuses me for a member of staff,
I'd probably break his nose. Good boy.
you have rocks for brains. What were you thinking? Why does one's trusting have so few...
What can I do for you, my friend? Oh, darling, I'm hurt. It sounds...
Hey-ho.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Almost pleasant traveling with company. If you were all right. Wits and blades always sharp.
All right, what now?
I just want somewhere warm and safe. Lunarian.
Oh, safe, my love. I'm here. I won't let anything happen to you.
China spoon. Cow.
Also has
will do whatever it takes. Give you anything you ask.
There is only one thing in this world that I desire. You do not have it, and you never will.
The Kithrak? What deal would he make with this devil?
You must help me, Raphael. For the sake of my people.
Hush now, Voss. These guests may not know it yet, but they want the same thing that you do. And unlike you, they have something of value to offer in return.
Lae'zel, Talak Magir. The devil holds the key to freeing the Gith people. Right here, right now. You could seal our fate. Whatever you discuss with this devil, I must hear of it. Find me below in the tap room, once you're loosed from his claws.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
I gave you back your privacy by shutting that illithid in your pocket out of your mind. It can't hear us.
Huh. What's the catch?
I brought you here because I'm true to my word, and I can make all of this tadpole business go away. Which means you and your lovely friends can remain blessedly free of tentacles. Let us speak plain. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far, but no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you, and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though. Very perceptive. Yes. I can give you the means to break him free.
Speak, devil. We're listening.
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now. Isn't it just? And it's even more convenient that you can give me exactly what I want in return.
There it is. Of course.
I want the crown that dominates the Elder Brain. And you, Lae'zel of K'liir, want to free the Forgotten Prince, do you not?
I want nothing more.
Then it is settled, is it not? A crown for a hammer. A bargain of a lifetime, Lae'zel of K'liir. Better to have it in my hands, and far from your precious world, than in the hands of the gods and monsters that fight over this city's soul. I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Karsus created it. It brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity. And Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting, and Karsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic. A crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Karsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme. Me.
Zariel wouldn't like that much. But even I'm not so desperate to spite her I'd put the hells in this bastard's hands.
The hells require order to function. It is what separates us from mortals and demons. With the crown, I would impose perfect order, unity, efficiency, control. My kingdom would control its borders and stay within them. It was stolen from the archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle. I raged. But only for a decade or so. Then I waited. And these chosen, who have caused you so, they brought the crown back into play. Yes, it does. Especially when I see what a bloody mess they've made of their whole scheme. They must have raided Mephistopheles' vault. Impressive, I must admit. But they'll be dead soon. If you don't kill them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand them. But it seems rather angry. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Karsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
Skvar! We should do as the devil asks. The Prince of the Comet must rise again.
I won't stop you. But time is running out. So, don't stay away for long. If you see reason, I'll be here, waiting. Right up to the moment the world ends.
The means to loosing the Prince of the Comet was within our grasp, and you refused it. Why? I wanted to follow the open valley, the easy way out. You chose the brambled path. I'm annoyed by it. And I admire you for it. We must speak with Voss. Then we find our way to Raphael's House of Hope. We'll take the Orphic Hammer and use it to smash the True Heir's bonds. Yisk Githkar Tafki Crashet. The Githyanki will be free.
The librarian does this thing with a such a rude.
Birthday wishes now, but don't worry. Everyone is
There you are. I thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts. Raphael. Well, thank you for your honesty. Of course, I should have known the devil would come sniffing. The stench of impending chaos is irresistible to them. And what did he want with you? Giving a devil what he wants sounds like a brilliant idea. And what did he offer you in return for bringing it to him? Tell me, you turned him down. Good. I am glad. But be careful. The devil is like a cockroach. No matter what you do to it, it will always come back. I doubt this will be the last time you are approached. I trust that you will continue to remember who is really on your side. Without my protection, you cannot defeat the Elder Brain. You cannot even get close to it, no matter what the devil whispers in your ear.
Mate, it's your birthday. You deserve to cut loose.
The librarian does this thing with a
Raphael must be raging we didn't take his deal. Luckily, his desperation made him careless. Did you hear what he said? The hammer's in his House of Hope. If we wanted, we could steal it right out from under his nose. Granted, it wouldn't be easy. Devils guard their treasure by especially lethal means. We would need to find a Diabolist. One worth their salt should be able to get us into that devil's lair. One last trip to Avernus. At least it'd be for a good reason, right?
Sounds boring. Ugh.
You
made a good decision refusing that devil's contract. We'll speak more on this later, but suffice it to say for now, that crown is vital to our purpose here. With pleasure. Lead on.
You smell very delicious, but I will not bite you. Ooh, more.
There is no deal with the devil that I would willingly partake in. Declining Raphael showed great wisdom.
Come to have a go. Give it your best shot.
An air of decay hangs over the stooped beggar's form. The smell of rot, the smell of death.
Gold first, then you can hit me. Plenty. Lots of angry people in this city. No one else to take it out on. Go on. You seem like you've something pent up. So, you having a go or not?
Bet I can crack that open. This corpse has been desecrated, displayed, and there's nothing random about it. Circus clothes. What an end for Dribbles the Clown.
Chucking themselves into the Chiompa.
Afternoon.
Enough time wasted. Battle awaits.
Sure, Gortash didn't need to notice. But that's precisely why he's a genius.
Will you please keep your eyes on what you're doing?
Hey? I'm trying to enjoy the bits.
What do I think of Lord Gortash's still watch? I am so glad you asked.
At the ready.
There's no time to waste.
Assume nothing.
Still breathing, despite everything.
What can I do for you? Of course. Wouldn't be alive to hold them if it weren't for you.
Hearing you say that stresses me out more than the...
What's on your mind?
Are you doing nothing, or were you waiting for a friend? Which is it? Stories! Get them right here!
Let me back in. I'll bring Lorroakin out here, you tin tube. You tell Lorroakin I went for his goddamn night song, and now he has to pay up. What are you looking at? I can knock you out if the noise is bothering you. Get out of my face. I've lost good people to the wizard that owns that shop. Lorroakin. Offered a huge pile of cash to chase down some relic called the Night Song. If he'd mentioned it was buried under a goblin hive, I'd never have taken my people there. He owes me a lot. Don't care. But he did offer a king's ransom for its return. Anathema. You found it? Where is it? To knock some sense into you. But you know what? I'm too goddamn tired. If she's out there, I'm gonna find her. You mark my words.
Particular way with words, Gale. Oration suits you more than...
This is hardly the time for idle banter. The annals of Carsus are here.
How can I help you?
Look, a bookseller. She can point us to the tome I need.
Welcome, dear. If you have information, let your not.
You've set foot in a restricted area. A swift exit may be in order. Set foot in a restricted area. A swift exit may be in order. You've been granted free passage.
give me trouble now.
Quite some valuable knowledge hidden between these pages.
This contain mere trinkets. I would care to know what it contains.
Looks like a trap there.
This place is more dangerous than I thought.
trap.
Unlock hereby the path to the Karsus Vault.
The Annals of Karsus. The preamble to a civilization's downfall, committed to parchment by the very hand that wrought its destruction. If the crown atop the Elder Brain was truly forged by Karsus himself, this book will confirm it. All we have to do is turn the page. That devil Raphael was telling the truth. There's no doubt. The crown of Karsus is what's controlling the Elder Brain. And this is no mere journal. It contains Karsus's original plans for the crown's construction. His designs for godhood. The book states that the crown and Netherstones were originally one construct, seemingly sundered at the moment of Karsus's downfall. If we can collect the crown's setting and the 3 Netherstones, and with the correct invocation of certain spells and gestures detailed in these notes, I think I could reforge it. To every end you can imagine, and 1,000 more beyond. Just think of it. The power of the gods in mortal hands at last. I promise you, the gods will never grant us such a blessing, no matter how much we worship and adore them. Some gods may delude themselves into believing they care about their worshippers, but when it comes down to it, we're all expendable. Children to be appeased, not respected. I worshipped Mystra loyally for years, and in that time she granted me the barest sliver of the power I was ready to wield. Even with the fate of the world at stake, she had little more to offer me than the means of blowing myself up at a more convenient time. She's done nothing to help us. Mystra wanted the brain obliterated because of this crown. She fears a world in which such power is beyond her control, ready to be claimed by Karsus's successor. Neither of us can know what truly may be if we don't at least try. Potential is nothing in itself. Just a fleeting dream unless we drag it into the waking world. Please, at least think on it. Powerful as he was, Karsus lacks some advantages I can lay claim to. I know Mystra intimately, and I carry a fragment of the weave itself within my body. Karsus achieved many things, but he never managed that. A long road lies ahead before the crown comes into our possession. All I ask for now is that you do not dismiss this possibility out of hand. Please, at least think on it. This is no passing whim. Trust me. If I can obtain that crown, it will affect us all. It's not a decision I'll take lightly. It's our future that I'm thinking of. Can't rely on anyone else to do it for us. For now, we've learned all we can. Whatever comes of this, we cannot allow the crown to be reforged in Raphael's image. A devil wielding the might of Karsus. It would be the end of everything.
Apologies. I'm with a customer at the moment.
You seem to know a good deal about our condition, Gale. I saw something.
Elminster?
Oh, hello, my boy. No, don't mind me. I'm just enjoying a lungful of Baldurian air. There's a distinctive aroma, though perhaps not one worthy of bottling. Tell me, what curiosities have you and your companions discovered within the walls of this esteemed emporium? I trusted he would be sensible enough to exercise caution in this matter and to seek the truth. By now, you are aware of the evil we are up against. Cassus' pestilent crown, the very tool with which its eponymous creator unmade an empire and magic itself. Perhaps now you understand what is at stake here, my boy. Though what Mystra asked of you was extreme, it was not without merit, nor demanded lightly.
What are you saying? Or rather, what are you not saying?
Mystra knows you defied her, Gale. Well, of course she knows. She's Mystra. She bids you come to her holy shrine in the Stormshore Tabernacle. There, she will grant you an audience at last.
Mystra's willing to speak to me again? Was this your doing, Elminster?
She knows what I see in you, just as I know what she sees in you. I was not born an old man. I know all too well what it's like to have a goddess fill your heart with longing. Looking at you is like gazing into a mirror that shows centuries long past.
The past is the past, Elminster. And the future is, well, still to be decided. By me. Not by Mystra.
If there is another way, I trust you can find it. It is not in your nature, or mine, to stop looking, to accept the first answer to any dilemma. Do what you can. Put that mind to work. Trust in yourself. Trust in the weave, if you are willing. Trust in Mystra. There is a conclusion yet to be written in this sorry tale, Gale of Waterdeep. And yours is the quill that will write it.
So all it took to get Mystra's attention was to learn how to reforge an artifact that once destroyed her. It's obvious when you stop to think about it. Well, I doubt it's an apology for asking me to die on her behalf. Whatever it is. If it's important enough to send Elminster, we can be damn sure she's serious. This is a conversation that's long overdue on both sides. I owe it to her to hear her out. Come what may afterwards. After you.
so pretty.
Great, isn't it? These are just cantrips. I can keep this up all day.
Sol Invictus.
Yeah! I mean...
So pretty.
Or decapitated.
I see it, sweetie.
Glacius!
Stories, get them right here. The printing block has never been so hot.
You murdered someone in view of a guard. Perhaps unsurprisingly, you're under arrest. They believe you. For now.
Stories, get them right here. The printing block has never been so hot.
Seems this individual doesn't think very highly of you, but few can resist a well-timed gift. Your offer appears to be of interest. Let's make it a good one. Seems this individual doesn't think very highly of...
Look, Mama, look! It's so pretty.
I see it, sweetie. Oh, stand up. You're slouching.
Bigger! 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 Make it bigger!
Calm down, fighter. You're louder than the fireworks.
Fiat Lux.
Fiat Lux.
Look, Mama, look! It's so pretty.
Calm down.
Glacius!
Your actions are pushing tempers to the limit.
Scandals! Come get your all right there, Chief? Can I interest you? Have a gander at... is it?
Ah, I was hoping to bump into you sooner or later. I've heard about you. I know the so-called savior of the city has taken an interest in you. One thing I've learned, real saviors never label themselves as such. Lord. Fine title for the greatest scoundrel in town. Imagine wagging your big metal willies up and down the thoroughfares and calling yourself Archduke. Pathetic. He needs a proper challenge, and from what I've heard, you're the person to give it to him. I might not have exactly what you need, but I remain at your service. Have a look at least. Godspeed, and come back.
Does he say anything about that horrible present of Baldur's Gate? City of crime and chaos.
No, we mostly avoid them.
How can I help? Of course.
I couldn't... Hey, maybe I'm invited too. I can be the muscle. Hell yes. What a charmer. I've got a long road ahead.
Gazette has a transcript of a conversation with Archduke Gortash.
What's he got to say for himself?
Lots of talk about the brilliant future of Baldur's Gate, city of steel and justice.
Does he say anything about the horrible present of Baldur's Gate?
Can't bloody believe it. No more puzzles. A travesty.
Interference with claiming fish property will be dealt with quickly and hard.
Don't tell our writers that. Their egos are big enough as it is.
And how will we step into his new and brilliant dawn?
She always
Lightbringer Gortash is so much
Promise that he's 100 more watches before.
We grasp the net. We embrace the cycle that has begun to fullest degree. We must allow the mother of all birds to burn this sickness from the floor. Try and get fresh tomatoes to see the stage.
Aye, aye. Pull up a seat. If you can find one spare, that is. I'll tell you what. The murder upstairs has brought some punters, but it's also really spooked folk out of renting rooms. If we get you staying up there, perhaps folk will calm down and realise there's naught to worry about. You can have the whole upstairs floor until this killer thing blows over. Top floor's all yours. If it gets a bit too noisy at night, well, don't sleep above a pub. Welcome back. What can I do you for? Going to make this place famous, I reckon. Victim is a bloody duke. Boleyn Stelmane. Well, she was a duke. Now she's just bloody. I reckon I'll be able to charge double for that room once the constable's done with it. Murders and ghosts are always grand for business. At least, I hope.
Stelmane's parlor. A place to receive clients and informants. I wonder if it's as I remember it.
Bollocks! I told those idiots not to let anyone through. You. Name, rank, and reason for interrupting an active crime scene. For your sake, the last one better be bloody good. A hobbyist detective? I can't fault the drive. I read the Boulder's Mouth crime reports like a starving wereball before I worked for the Fist. But you should leave it to the professionals. It's not healthy for civilians to see scenes of such a sensitive nature. Unless you've got useful information, leave me to my work. Duke Stelmane's dead, and I've got to find who killed her. Suppose it couldn't hurt. We're scraping the barrel as is right now. Here's all I found. The Duke was paralyzed by poison. Absolutist symbols scrawled on the floor in blood. Hand removed, pre-mortem. The symbol's the bit that bothers most. You use poison when you want to get away with murder. So why leave a symbol at the scene of the crime? Doesn't make any sense. And the removal of the hand. I've a theory, but... well, you're a civilian. That one will be for me to follow up. I've been working on an assignment. A side project of sorts. I think the removal of the hand is the key, but I just can't figure out how. Corpses without hands are showing up all over the city, together with dioramas of death and murder. It has to be connected. The brutality of it. The unnecessary brutality. My theory is that it's got something to do with the Lord of Murder himself, Baal. The higher-ups don't want to hear that, of course. The last thing they need is public hysteria about a cult that was supposed to have died out over a century ago. I'd follow up myself. But while this uniform gets me into certain places, It keeps me out of others. Especially places that don't want to be found. Perfect. Unofficially, mind. As far as the higher-ups are concerned, you're still just a civilian. If you end up breaking any laws, well, I won't be able to help you. Report back to me if you find anything. And thank you. If I'm right, you'll be doing a great service to the city. None of this makes sense.
Something over there. Ring. Guess the killer didn't want jewelry. Let's have a look at myself.
Maybe. That's not how those absolutists operate.
Let's have a look at myself.
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need...
Pardon me, sir. You look prosperous. I'll bet you have someone who'd like a nice piece of jewellery at discount price for a good cause. Escape. Escape from Baldur's Gate for my husband and me. Lord Gortash wants Marek's head, so we have to get out. There's a smuggler's sloop leaving for Waterdeep with 2 berths left. But the captain wants a fortune for him. This necklace is all I have. I don't know what to say, except thank you. Thank you so much.
Well, well, look what the bugbear dragged in. Can't believe we both made it to the city, and with our limbs attached. Working. What else? Alan's short on coppers. The counting house is screwing him over. He was willing to hire anyone who'd work for cheap. And I'm nothing if not cheap. Oh, you are smooth, hero. I knew there was a reason I missed you. I need to get back to work, but stick around. You brighten the place up. Heading to the roof. Sort your own drinks in the meantime.
From one warrior to another, I must say, it
It's just embarrassing the way the Flaming Fist lets this murderer go around killing people and getting away with it.